Hello from Drexel Hill, United Methodist Church just west of Philadelphia. May you find a blessing in Weekday Transcendence. Bless the Lord, O my soul. O Lord my God, you are very great. You are clothed with honor and majesty, wrapped in light as with a garment. You stretch out the heavens like a tent. You set the beams of your chambers on the waters. You make the clouds your chariot. You ride on the wings of the wind. You make the winds your messengers, fire and flame your ministers. I love the way Native American religions are used to help us understand the sacredness of nature. The reverence for sky, corn, and buffalo stops us in our tracks to wonder at what we have done to the earth. But it is only ignorance, the lack of an inquisitive spirit, or our arrogant dismissal of our own Christian tradition that keeps us from being similarly arrested by reverence for creation in our own faith tradition. Every inch of the earth is sacred, or so the New Testament informs us. We are as close to God looking at a rabbit in the garden as we are kneeling before the altar in a cathedral. The veil between heaven and earth is everywhere diaphanous, that is, light, delicate, and translucent. Or at least, it ought to be. Surely that is what Jared Manley Hopkins wanted to convey in his overly much quoted line, "The world is charged with the grandeur of God." If you can believe that after standing in the crowded exhibit hall in the Louvre, Paris, that houses Paolo Veronese's The Wedding Feast of Cana, then you're a better person than I. My father and I visited there last November. Most of the many there were not interested in the Veronese, but were intent on transiting the hall to more notable exhibits. And yet there it was on the wall, unnoticed by the stream of humanity flowing past. Jesus' first miracle. What are we faithful to make of such moments in such places? Few of us have the eyes of saints. I only stumbled onto the painting myself while we were searching for Mona Lisa. I couldn't fault the other museum goers for their hurrying, and yet I couldn't hurry along with them. I know Christ's miracles are abundant around us. Pity we notice insufficiently the great triumphal blessings of heaven as they are revealed in the simple things of this life. The Bible declares that every inch of the earth is sacred. But we can't easily open our eyes to that. We have people to meet and business to conduct and places to go. But then surprises such as Veronese's The Wedding Feast at Cana remind us that when heaven and earth coincide, even in an overcrowded and already committed place in our lives, then God is powerfully present, even for two visitors 500 years later and from 3,000 miles away. Garden Rabbit, Louvre, Towering Cathedral, Diaphanous. I can think of no better word as we seek to understand God's presence among us and hold sacred God's creation. Christ is now the life of everything that lives in any kind or degree. He is the source of the lowest species of life, that of vegetables, as being the source of all the motion on which vegetation depends. He is the fountain of the life of animals, the power by which the heart beats and the circulating juices flow. He is the fountain of all that life which man possesses in common with other animals. And if we distinguish the rational from the animal life, he is the source of this also. Amen. Come and see us next week again at Drexel Hill United Methodist Church for Weekday Transcendence. And between now and then, remember that lovely digest of John Wesley's Thought and Theology. Do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, to all the people you can, as long as ever you can.